Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and we are one adventure at a time.
We've been traveling full-time in our self-converted van now for almost a year and a half.
Yes, and we are on what, day
3
of the official shelter in place in California, but this is day 9 that we've been practicing social distancing.
Yeah, I'm already starting to get a little bit stir crazy. It's been nice here at my brother's house and I definitely can't complain, but we've been traveling for a while and I really like the lifestyle. So what better to do if we're staying in one spot but to clean and reorganize? Yeah, and we have already removed one large item in our van, and we're going to tell you more about that later.
A little later.
But now it's pretty much time to get to work.
Yeah, so we're going to take everything out of this van and reassess what we have, what we need and what we don't need, and do some reorganization because we did a couple things wrong when we set it up.
Yeah, and when you live in a small space and you don't have much room, every bit of room is very precious. So we find that if we're not using stuff, it's time to change it out for something that we are going to use, or leave that space just open. All right, let's get started.
Okay, let's take everything out.
We built boxes around the wheel wells, and then we insulated them heavily over here on the right and the left. And then we have some nice storage space in between. We have a composting toilet, and it has a drawer above it that slides out, and the composting toilet slides forward. Behind that we have a propane box that's sealed, and we'll leave a link for that. We did a build on that. And then we have 2 drawers that slide out. We really like having a shoe organizer on the door, but unfortunately the one we bought did not hold up over time. It's already showing holes in the bottom of it. Things are falling out, rolling around all over the place. So we have bought a new one. We hope it's higher quality, and we're going to go ahead and install it and see how long it lasts. So after a year and a half on the road, we're starting to figure out what stuff we're using more often and what stuff we're not using at all. And one of the mistakes that we did was, like, for our tools, we put tools in this bottom crate right here, and I'm using tools all the time. So, and these are not easy to get to because our portable shower's on top, which is full of water, and it's heavy. So every time I need a tool, I gotta lift this off to the side just to get it. So we're gonna change that up a bit. We have a drawer that extends all the way out, very easy to reach. We're gonna put our tools in it that we use all the time, along with our first aid supplies. So we have our first aid supplies here. We're gonna keep them nice and handy so we can just grab the box of first aid supplies and go if it's needed. Before, we had those underneath the bed and we had to dig for them. You know, they were hard to get to. So just little stuff that we're learning along the way, find out what we're using more often and what we're not. It feels so good to have the back of the van finally organized. All my tools are in this pull-out drawer, so they're easy to get to. I don't have to move anything around. I can just reach in and grab what I need, and the whole drawer just slides back in when I'm done. We got the brand new shoe organizer, very high quality. I don't see it actually getting ripped and torn up like the old one. And a handy place for our wood saw. My old wood saw didn't work very good at all, and this one that my brother gave me, be just able to grab it and go. So I'm pretty excited about that. When you're looking in the back earlier, I told you that we got rid of one of the big items that we had in the back, and that was an electric bike, which fit right here. It was giant, it was heavy, it was hard to get in and out, and we found ourselves not using it. So it wasn't really that hard to get rid of and use the space for something a lot more valuable. So we actually added an extra container, and this is for dog food, and it's easier to pour the dog food in this container. And our water container is now used for water again. My favorite part of the whole organization and everything that we got done today is we can now open the back doors, and everything is not only neat, but it's not going to fall out on the ground.
So what did we keep in the back? Now, we did sacrifice a lot of room underneath this bed because we have the Nature's Head composting toilet that's housed underneath it, and we have our sealed propane box. So what we ended up with is we have our portable shower, we have our rain tarps and our picnic blanket and our screen tent, and we have 2 backpacking backpacks, along with our shower tent, our day pack, the yoga mat, which has somehow managed to stay with us, and a water container. And this whole side was filled with other miscellaneous stuff that we got rid of, so we are now able to put all of our winter clothes here that we're not using, which freed up all the space above the cab. That is huge amount of space that now we can use for other items.
The main thing we got rid of was the electric bike, and that freed up a huge amount of space. Now this stuff in front of me, we also removed from the van. It might not look like a lot, but when you're looking at a tiny van, basically inches equal feet from a house. So what this enabled us to do was to take stuff from the cab area, above the cab, that storage area, and move it to the back. And that space above the cab, super easy to access. So, I mean, it's incredibly valuable space. The things that you get rid of are probably going to be different than the things that we got rid of. But the way we look at it is, if you haven't used it in half a year or a year, it's time to move on. It's time to get rid of it and use that space for something more valuable. We ended up spending about 6 hours just working on organizing the back of the van today.
Yeah, I wish we had some paint so we could have painted it too, but
yeah,
we were just organizing today.
That'll be for another day. So my favorite part of reorganizing the back of that van is having the tools ready to go. I don't longer have to shuffle anything around or move it. If I need a tool, I can just pull out a drawer and grab it.
I do have to say that's pretty nice. You just take what you need and push it back in. That's very cool.
Yep.
So you think that we would have learned this way before now, but a year and a half later,
Yeah.
We're just realizing...
We're tired of shuffling stuff around. The stuff that we know what stuff we're using now all the time,
Yes.
And that's the stuff we're going to have the most ready.
Yeah, and now we thought we were going to enjoy the electric bike and use it a lot more than we did.
Yeah.
So we made a lot of room. We shuffled things around so that electric bike would fit underneath the bed.
And I think the reason it didn't work for us is because, for one, we had to fold it down to its smallest position, and it was heavy and awkward to put away. So it wasn't convenient, and we just stopped using it.
Yeah. So if you do want an electric bike, I would highly suggest a slide so you can pull it in and out, or raise your bed so that you can leave it mostly assembled. We even contemplated raising the bed so that we could keep it. But in the end, we felt like it was best for us not to have it.
Yeah, I'm really happy we made the decision to get rid of it.
I am happy too, because now we had every nook and cranny in this van just stuffed with stuff. And getting rid of that bike created a huge space. Now we have prime real estate above the cab that just has our shower gear and our coats.
Yeah.
Which was so stuffed before you couldn't get anything out of it.
Yep.
So for us, having everything neat and tidy makes us feel organized and at home.
Yeah.
I know that's not for everybody, but that's how we like it.
Yep. We appreciate you watching our videos, and we hope you found today's video helpful.
We'll see you next time.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at oneadventureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.